Hey guys, it's Sad and I'm back with another collection video. So today I actually have three collections. This one actually, I'll start with the envelope here, but this one's one card. This one is just like a small collection, I think okay, it says 80 cards, so there's not a ton in there. And this one actually, the biggest box is the best one, so I'm saving the best one for last. But it has 10 cards. Don't skip ahead because these are, especially this one, this is a good card right here. So I cut off obviously the labels, so that's what that is, but I'll get straight into it. Ooh, okay, so there she is, but it's like glue. Oh, it's taped down. Okay, I was a little confused for a second. I don't like having tape on my top. At least this is masking tape though. And look, he taped it where you could easily take it off. See, that's very nice. Okay, so it's in a top loader, which is good, and it's in a sleeve, which is good. So I was looking at the pictures on this one. It looked like it was possibly PSA 9 condition. And it's not gonna be PSA 10 because you can see white spot, so that's the tiniest white spot, a little bit of a bigger white spot, and then a little white spot right there. And then not really anything over here, a tiny little something white spot right there. But let's look at the hollow and see what that looks like. Gotta be very careful with this. So this card I spent $135 on this one card. Oh, so it's in the top loader upside down. Okay, so from the pictures, it looked like there were virtually no scratches on it. I don't know if that's part of the artwork or if that's an actual scratch. I think that's part of the artwork, but I could be wrong. But this card right here, in a PSA 9, I'll put the values on the screen, but I want to say this one is, PSA 9 is around $500–600, but I could be wrong. I don't like putting the cards in upside down, so I gotta be really careful with this card. But that is a beautiful card. Okay, so I'll put it in this card saver one. So if you don't know what a card saver one is, see it says right here, card saver one. So this is what you put, if you're gonna submit cards to PSA, this is what you put them in right here, card saver one. You don't wanna put them in a top loader because they can slide out, and plus PSA doesn't like that. They want you to put them in card saver ones. So I'm not trying to make the person grading the cards, mad right off the bat if it's in a top loader or something like that. They don't like that. All right, so it says, thanks for your purchase from us at Pika Snell. Enjoy. Oh, I thought that said smell. Pika Snell. Enjoy and message us with any questions. Well, that's nice of them. I always think it's pretty cool, adds a personal touch when they put in a card. That's pretty cool. Open this up. Get straight into it. For a second. It's like a little ticket. All right, so the stuff that really matters is this jump left. So let's look at it real quick. So the back has obviously some more white spots than what that first edition Heracross did, but this one's probably a 7 if I had to say, just because this side has a lot of white spots. Let's see what the hollow looks like. There's not too many scratches on it. Is that yeah, it's a piece of dust. I was able to wipe it off, but it left a spot. You see that? That's not good. But yeah, this is probably a solid 7, as long as there's no bends on it or anything, which I don't see any at first glance. But yeah, still very nice card. So here we have another Heracross. This one's unlimited though, it's not first edition. This one looks to be in a little bit better condition than that Jump Bluff, but this one is probably an 8 as far as the border goes on the back. Hollow looks pretty bad. Hollow looks a 7, so this one could be a 7 or an 8, probably a 7. That hollow looks pretty bad. So it looks like, to me, it looks like he's fighting or he's facing off with a pincer. Isn't that the top of a pincer, I think? That's what it looks like to me. And then we have a Kingdra. This is a Neo Genesis party today. And the back looks pretty good. Probably PSA 8. I don't see any bends. What do we have here? Okay, so not as many scratches as what we saw. See if I can get it out with one hand here. So if you look at the scratches on this Heracross, and then you look at the scratches on this Kingdra, there's not near as many. So this is probably a PSA 8, which is that's good, that's solid right there. Okay, now we have some non-hollows. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on all these. So it's Neo Discovery, Neo Genesis, just a bunch of bulk right here. And then what is, oh, okay, so I guess these were free gifts. I have no idea what sets these are from. They're from 2020. This one's from 2020. Yeah. I can't read Japanese. All right, so I'm gonna put those over there. So that's very solid. Also, so we are 2 for 2. Now, this is the best collection. Let me find on my computer how much I spent. Okay, so on this one, the tax and everything, it came out to $1,006. So just a little bit more than 1,000. Changed his mind. There's nothing else in there, I don't think. He probably changed his mind because he got tired of waiting. Okay, so the first card is, okay, so we have a Japanese basic set Charizard. This card was from, I want to say 1999, but the card was almost in perfect condition. So we see a little white spot right there, a little white spot there. And there might be some dust on it, but a white spot right there. And then maybe a white spot right there. So this is probably an 8, maybe an 8.5. Outside shot at a 9. Let's see what the surface looks like. Yeah, it's got some scratches, so I would not say that's a 9. That would probably be an 8 right there. So again, I'll put some values on the screen. But yeah, there's 10 cards and I spent 1,000 on it. So I want to say a PSA 8 in this is like $500. So yeah, you do the math. All right, so the next card, let me, should I flip them over? I'll flip them over. Don't want to ruin the surprise. All right, so Blastoise. This is an English card, obviously, from base set. And there's a little white spot there. A little one there. And it looks like about it. This might be a 9 based on the border. Let's see what the hollow looks like. Okay, yeah, there's too many scratches for it to be a 9. This is an 8 again. So this is a solid 8 right here, maybe an 8.5 if they're having a good day. They're at PSA. Which sometimes I think they're having a bad day when they have my orders in front of them. All right, so now we have a Flygon EX. So this one has a nice swirl right in the center. So I don't really, I mean, I guess it could be centered a little more. But that is almost smack dab in the middle of that hollow. That's pretty cool. All right, and so the back looks very nice. So this looks like a 9. Let's see what the hollow looks like. So these EX cards are actually up and coming. They used to be almost worthless, but they are becoming a lot more valuable. That hollow looks like a a 9 also. So I would say that would be a 9. PSA 9. Just trying to get that card in there. Next we have a Japanese Lugia from Neo Genesis. So I want to say there's going to be some more of these. I'm not going to take it. I don't think, well actually I am. Gotta look at the holo. I'm not sure what the stain is right there. Can it wipe off? Oh, okay, it can. Okay, so I'll clean it later off camera, but it looks like that stain could be wiped off, and it's got some sort of print line. I'm not sure. You can see it right here, but that is, I don't think it's a scratch. It's just like didn't get the holo part or something. It's kind of weird. But the holo looks good. And the border looks exceptionally good. I don't see anything wrong with this border, and it's perfectly centered too. Of course, front is as well. You don't usually have centering issues with Japanese and WotC. I mean, sometimes you do, but I mean, it's not too big of an issue. But that is a potential 10 right there, and this is worth a lot of money in a 10, and even a 9 too. I think I sold a 7 for like 150 bucks about a month ago. So yeah, we have the other one. Another one here is a swirl right there under his armpit. Yeah, I don't think there's a swirl in this one. Let's see what kind of condition this one's in. They all should be in very nice condition. This Lugia looks, there's a white spot there, might give it a 9, but that one has an outside shot at a 10, but it most definitely at least a 9, which is still worth, I want to say, $400 or $500. And we have Lugia number 3. Wow, this one's in great condition as well. So these are pretty much pack fresh. They don't get any better than this. It looks like there's some dust in there that'll wipe off. See, that one's probably inside the card saver. But yeah, that's big money right there. So now we have a Crystal Guardians Venusaur. I know somebody that will love this. I know a couple people that will love this. But what is that down there? Oh, it's a bit of a... I wonder if that's on the card. Let's look at the back real quick. See, the back looks great. That would be a 9 on the back. Let's see if that dent... Where was the dent at? So the dent was on the card saver. Okay, so I had a mild heart attack there for a second. But the dent is on the card saver, not the card. Whew. Freaked me out for a second. All right, so Venusaur looked like a solid 9 as well. I'm not sure what that would be worth in a 9, but probably a lot. So this one actually is worth more than you'd think. So Dark Dragonite from the EX Team Rocket Return set. So this one's really old too. It's 2004. But EX is the set that came... these sets started coming right after WotC. So they are almost just as old as WotC. So this one has hardly any white spot. There's a white spot there, so they'd probably get a 9, a tiny one there. Where centering is really good, a little heavy on the top, but I don't think that'd be enough to... PSA is really lenient with the centering. It doesn't have to be perfect to get a 10. Let's see what that holo looks like. It looks like I could see a print line. Yeah, there's a print line and a little scratch there in the top left. But yeah, I would say this is a 9 probably, most likely. So when PSA opens back up for, I would say probably regular service, I'll start submitting these. So this is a non-holo Dark Dragonite, but this is one of the heavy hitters in, I don't know why I took it out, there's no holo to look at, but this is one of the heavier one of the heavy hitters in Team Rocket, even in a non-holo. I would say the top 3 are probably Dragonite, Blastoise, and Charizard. Charizard's going to be pretty much the most expensive in any set it's in, and Blastoise is probably going to be number 2, especially for WotC. And we have another Dragonite. Just 3 Dragonites in a row. I think it's, yeah, 3. It's Venusaur, Dragonite, and Dragonite. So this one's got a few white spots along the bottom, and one up there. So it probably would be an 8. Still a very nice card. And then last but not least is a Japanese basic set Venusaur. So this one, it's got a couple tiny white spots. Ooh, pretty big one right there. One there. And some edge wear, corner wear right there. I would say this is a solid 8. See, these are 1996. That's 25 years ago. It's crazy. It's a little kid back then. Let's see what the holo looks like. Holo looks great. There's some fingerprints right up here that wipe off. But yeah, holo looks great. So this would be a solid 8. There's no issues with the holo, and the back has some whitening issues. So that would be a solid 8. So that is it. Let me know down in the comments. Question of the day: what is your favorite card? I'll put these on here too. Maybe somebody's gonna pick one of these. But what is your favorite card from the opening today? Mine is this bad boy right here because I love Blastoise. But there's a lot of cool cards to choose from. Thanks for watching, guys.